race number one at Alabama um, Raceway, and things are getting really hot. It is the last round. It's super exciting. Let's share the screen a little bit here. Aden is actually in. He is currently in overall standing sixth place. He's only 18 points away from the fifth place position, and they're about to start the race now. Let's see. Let's check things out a little bit. Let's unmute this.
When it's dry, she's super breaks, but when she can still go in a little bit deeper than some of the
and it's going to be
which tells me she's got an immense
oh, my volume's not going up. It's going to be a really interesting race.
The front three in the championship right now.
Can I get my volume up?
They're the three on the front row.
It's going to be a really interesting race because a lot of the contenders are going to fight for positions. Aden's right there on the right in the green umbrella. Lo told me he would have two umbrella girls, not one. So let's see here. Let's try to get this volume up.
She just has to go to the front, do what she is certainly capable of.
Interesting.
Obviously, Cody knows what his mission is, and you think about.
Let's close this for a sec here. So really exciting. Aden did very well during qualifying one. If you saw my post this morning during qualifying two, Aden actually had some issues with his tire, and so Aden had some issues with his tire. Let's see if I can control this. Oh, interesting. Aden had some issues with his tires, and so he could not make the time that he wanted to. And again, let's share this. We are ahead of schedule. That's why I'm a little flustered here. We are a little bit ahead of schedule, and so I'm having to kind of catch up a little bit here. So there we have
Gus Rodeo could win. Joe LeMannery could win. There's several people that could steal points from.
If you're here, be
Wyman.
friendly, say
There's
hi.
one of
If
them
you
right
haven't
there.
already
Super
had a
Joe.
chance, please do like, share, follow Mongoose.
It's time for the MotoAmerica AMA FIM
So,
North American
Liverpool
Road
Bota,
Race
我昨天
Championship.
做
The round
叫
Superbikes
都
at
8年成
Alabama,
到
our
啲
10th and
就呢
final
就區
round
成
of
咗好啲佢睇中咯
2022.
一
Brett
到
Barber Motorsports Park in Birmingham, Alabama. And with SportBikeTracker.com Junior Cup,
你要
it
成
is our race number one
讓佢點樣做咗
for the weekend. Hello,
8
everybody.
年
Welcome
嚟
to the
成嘅
broadcast
但
booth.
係
I'm
嘅
Greg
8
White,
年
standing
你
alongside
輸咗未教
two-time world
到
champ Jason
position
Pridmore.
G
Now, Jason,
position
when we look at
position
everything
到
that's
係係
happened in SportBikeTracker.com
very
Junior
close
Cup this season,
race
it all comes down to
and
Cody
so
Wyman, who has
if
a
you're watching
20-point
please
lead in
do
this
like
championship.
and
Yeah,
share
really, Greg. It was the
if
first
Mark
race in New
Ledou's
Jersey that I'll
watching
remember.
Mark try to get on the
we talked
Mongoose
so much
page and
about
not the
Cody
Longhorn
making
page because for
errors
some reason I'm
throughout the
not
course
seeing
of the
your
year,
posts
building up a points advantage.
and if you haven't already, please
in race
subscribe to
one
Mongoose on
really hurt
YouTube.
his points.
There may
Race
be a
two,
post
though,
here.
on the
If you
second
like
day,
what I'm
Greg, he
doing
was
and
able
want
to
to
come
support
back and get a
Mongoose,
podium with
send
an
me some
injured
stars.
And you can
Again,
see he's
on
leading
your
this
race
championship
number one
264
at
to
MotoAmerica
244
Alabama,
over
there will
Gus
be two
Rodeo,
races.
and they're
There's
equal
one
on
today and
wins
there
and
will be
equal
another
on
one tomorrow.
podiums, but it's just they're so close. Rodeo, Yakov, and
So
LeMannery
these are
Jr.
the
all in the
four
mix, and
top four. They are
mathematically
very close,
possible, but
especially
it's all about Cody
they're all
Wyman,
very close.
who
Any of them
leads
could
by 20,
take it
and
at
he's
this
with
point.
Hanaloper right now.
Cody Wyman has the potential to clinch the championship in race one. Cody, how are you feeling heading into this first race today?
A little battered up. I think we all are. It's been a long year.
So Cody's not dressed
it'd
up
be
yet.
great to clinch it
This
today,
must be from earlier
but
today.
you got two races. I just got to be smart, just keep it clean, and hopefully put a number one on this thing.
Well, Jason, I think that 5 points over the rest of the field, it's all he needs, and he can clinch this thing. It's got to be weighing on him a little bit.
It does, but he has a very easy scenario today. If he wins the championship.
So super exciting. Aden is in position 6. If you're here, please do say hi. What the I don't know what that says, but 你要用地，你要用咁正式使用你la day. So we have some viewers from Vietnam watching us today too. 我坐嗰度講股票都 Aden 成乜到，因為冇得都成乜到 professional，就學低佢哋揀咯。你都包你繼續你都攞面住嘅向我當偷攞你成，你要做睇低你要做 number 1。我已經到你學 class 成乜到，so very exciting. So they're getting ready, getting situated. For if you don't know, Aden actually is starting in a very good position. He will actually be starting in position 6 right here. So lúc nói về Aden, you phải theo bi mà dòng hàng, you bi number đầu nhớ tao hồ thì I was talking to Lo thì hiện tại thằng là bi sang. If Aden gets a good launch, he should be right up there in the front. In what you'll oftentimes see is you'll see the groups begin to separate themselves, and if Aden can stay in the first group, then he's going to fight really hard for the first place position. Who knows Aden's going to be on the podium. He's got a very good position. He has not had this type of position since the beginning of the year. You need to Aden cái này bao giờ là mua Aden lúc mà tàu play nó tàu giàu đó họ là sòng sài de Aden nên tàu thôi cho là sòng sài de oh nó tàu khi lá luôn chả là mua Aden lúc lúc mà tàu play thanh thôi thì như call thì lúc mà tàu như chỉ dòng lúc mà tàu cũ nè, not until right now. So Aden has not been racing as so with this bike until recently. So he's very, very fast. And at qualifying 2 Lipotaku High, nếu lo dai tả là chỉ nếu kia chuyên đời làแต่是不大这些人有可能单纯有落车 so he will be going very fast this round. LP Sue, hey LP, how are you? Welcome from Minnesota. Thank you for sharing, watching. I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be a really, really good race. Facebook user, hi Nyojong. I think this is Michelle, maybe, probably. If you're here, please do say hi. If I'm not seeing your posts, you may want to jump onto the Mongoose Live, the Mongoose page, or you may want to simply go to the YouTube page. You can also see it there. But Aden will be starting in position number 6, and also Tashino de Yokanan de Jono Aden de Nyon number Dao, the Shin Nyoki Ishana, to number Gino. Go he point ye Nijindao, the Aden, Loki podium, the Aden, Lan Hawk, like to know. To number Gino, Max Vandenbrough, no hanger. The Dalila Hyman, no on the Moshi hang near Sang Shizot, the sheet that you ye sang Mato Shizona, the you ye bonga, tell you yin do. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens with this race. Let's jump back to the live session. The Shin Legend Tata. Lối tỉnh thì ở Mông Cổ là bây giờ tỏ Central thì Bắc Mông Cổ thì là B.
And see what we can do.
Is this an opportunity? Okay, we're going to head
Jay,
out here.
thank you
Gus,
so
good
much
luck.
for following.
Have a good one. What a great season he's put
Definitely.
together.
Good luck to
Time for us to
Aden.
be clearing
Yes,
the grid.
Canada
I'm going to
behind
throw it back
Aden.
up to Robbie and Roger.
So
Thanks, bud.
yeah,
Get to do that grid walk. I'm glad we had the opportunity to hear from Spencer. And Roger, you got a job at the farm for him?
I got a job for Smooth Northborough on the farm. Low pay, hard work, though.
Hey, but training is exceptional, right? JD still making laps around there. Jake the Snake, you have Hayden Gill.
JD for sure. And Jake.
So Aiden's right there on the
If he
right.
wants to work on the farm,
Right there in the
send his
background.
resume.
Come on, Aden.
Yeah, we'll do it. And I know
we
there's
go,
some
Aden.
hunters out there going, there's no such thing as a bucket. I was just throwing that in there. I was thinking, what, with fawn
So
and doe?
Kayla Yakov, extremely
You can
fast
tell
racer.
these kids in these interviews,
She is
Yeah.
whooping
the
a lot
pressure's
of
ramped
boys'
up.
butts this round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were
really
little,
exciting
they were all a little bit
rider
more tight than normal.
at the beginning of the season.
And it's going to be that way for a while. I mean, and not only today, but they've still got to re-rack and restack and go do it tomorrow.
Là món này mà tàu kho tàu nó như là suspension hậu hậu này là những chuyện đó. Sẽ không nói những đó là chuyện đó là chuyện ní cho bỏ nên đó đấy là.
The chips fall where they may. A guy like that, and fourth in the championship, has nothing to lose.
Well, I think you'll see Kayla. She wants to maximize her points. Gus wants to.
So một chẳng hạn to hỏi last round to thi bay to thi long to thi bay thiết to thi all nói sảnh chỉ cho hành từ thi ý để nữ dạy sẽ cho point là gì nữ chỉ thao lần đầu đi theo. It could be to number E, number all, number B, number ball, and then the ball lane yin kia, TE, all genre, they're going to take them over. Okay, so they're going to start the warm-up lap as usual.
He knows how to do it.
He finds something there. That bike's fast, though. But you're right. He usually hangs on to the pack. Just get me there with a chance, and then he starts getting aggressive towards
so this is
the later
the first place rider here.
The traveling Wyman brothers.
Cody
we got Travis,
Wyman. He has
Thao,
2 brothers that also
have
race from Travis and Thao Wyman. Number 2 there, Joseph Amandri. Number 3, Kayla Yakov. Okay, so practice run.
As they're going out for their
Aden there on the right, tucking. So they're weaving, getting the tires ready.
In years past, seen a Honda. In years past, we've seen KTM win a championship.
Okay, here we go. Very exciting. First lap. If you are on,
the Japanese rider,
if you are here and you want to watch live with me, feel free to direct message me, and I'll send you a little link here to join me. If not, enjoy watching. Do be friendly. Say hi. Let me know you're here. If they didn't like the show, I said, "Don't know who should have
hit the shelves a little too often at New Jersey, but if anybody had parts, it's Max Van.
So, at the last race, the Superbike race, 2 people actually fell at turn 2. So it's going to be really tricky. We're going to be looking at turn 2 to see how many people fall at that turn.
He's going to have his work cut out for him from
never
pole
Aden.
position, Jason.
So right there, row number 2, Aden, number 6, position number 6.
Yeah, all 3 of those in touch with the championship. Spencer Humphries, really nice job getting 4th with Lamondre Jr. and Aden Thao rounding out row 2.
Let's go, Aden. Let's go, Aden.
Ojawara, Black,
Ryoto Ojiwara itu dulu Nippon mau ke Blossom sih yate
Desiree Caldwell back a little bit further, and then Logan Long is going to be in row 7. A couple new faces, Greg.
Yeah, definitely, and it's going to be
hey,
a very
how are you?
interesting
Thanks for
race,
joining
Jason,
me.
and talking with Kayla Yakov earlier today.
Okay, here
she
we go,
was laying
guys.
out her race strategy and how she thinks this whole thing is going to play out, and I can tell you that what she wanted to see is her and Cody to try to break away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, well, she's just
so if you watch Cody and Kayla, they ride together a lot.
The 34 right now has it in his hands.
So they like to draft
each
other.
Job he knows he can do. He's won already this year. In speaking with Cody, he says, you know, it hurts me more right now to walk than it does to ride. So that's actually a better thing.
No long. Aden will be starting 4th. Sorry, not 4th. He will be starting 6th position on our right.
Trackgear.com.
So Aden's right behind the red bike.
Red lights go off. We're going racing. Clutches are out. It looks
go,
like a
Aden.
good launch from
So it looks like Aden got a decent launch.
Cody Wyman also got off the line pretty strong.
Good
as they
job,
head down
Aden.
the hill into turn number 1. Yakov's going to make a bid
Aden
up the inside. She'll take over the
okay,
lead.
good job.
Gus
Aden's
Rodeo not making it
for
easy. Side by side
6th,
with Cody
7th.
Wyman. Wyman will give up the spot. And it looks like Rodeo goes up the inside. Wow. What a tight line on fresh tires.
Here
yeah,
we
brand
go.
new tires. Cody's trying to get out front early and try to get away. I'm looking to see who's in
So
4th
this
there,
will be
making a bid on Cody Wyman as they head down.
maybe
It looks like
12
it's
to
Joe
15
Lamondre
laps.
Jr., I believe, Greg, who goes into 3rd there. Nice pass.
That's right,
from
LP.
Joe.
Let's
Cody
go.
gets
Let's go,
shuffled
Aden.
back to 4th early, and you can see.
Okay, there's Aden right there. He is now in the 5th or 6th
well.
position.
Spencer Humphries
Come on, Aden.
also
Fight for
trying
it.
to make a bid for it. We saw him on the podium in New Jersey. Great to see them
Aden,
make
hai
the
đó
trip
cuối tuần
down
long for
here
riding
to
style
Barber.
bên G
So, Kayla has taken the lead over Gus Rodeo with Joe Lamondre Jr. there in 3rd. Cody Wyman and Spencer Humphries early on.
Aden Thao, number 6. Come on, Aden. Fight for
The
it.
field's starting to sort itself out.
So Aden's first task will be to follow that first group.
In the first
He
session,
does not want them to
Yakov
split.
only did a couple of laps, put a time in, and was happy with that setup as Rodeo back up to the top spot. A nice easy pass underneath for Gus Rodeo.
Ooh, a little wide there.
That's literally what he needs, and you
Little
can
wide
see
there by,
Spencer gets out a little bit wide
Humphries.
there in 5th place. He's going to try to close that gap back down. What Cody wants to see in 4th as quickly as he can is he wants to see
a little bit of
+0
gap.
so he can run his own race and follow these 3 along, see how they kind of beat up each other, because you know they're going to be dicing with each other a lot. But Spencer's done a nice job of closing that gap back down there in 5th. They come across the line.
Aden separating a little bit. Come on, Aden.
Wyman, Humphries. Then we have Aden Thao, Bickneys, Ojawara, Black, and Owen Williams round out the top 10.
Boy, I really like what I'm seeing with Gus Rodeo. Hannah, what do you think about Gus right now?
Kayla's passing.
Will there be an attack on the number 96? No. So Hannah, he still leads the way, and he's going at it hard.
He does, Greg, and he was really pleased with the front row start. It was his best time ever here this morning. He went off of their Q1 setup from last year here, but they made a huge gearing change yesterday, and it helped, so they changed it even further this morning. They also went a whole spring race
Come on,
different
Aden,
than
keep
last
up.
year for elevation change and hard braking at this track. He's trying to make up points. He knows he's still in this championship fight, and he's certainly off to a good start out front.
He is. He got passed by Kayla Yakov, but he holds on to second place as Joe Lamondre goes fastest lap of the race. Cody Wyman has been passed, so Wyman's starting to slip Jay down to fifth.
Yeah, he's back in fifth now, but you know, there's a lot of racing left. He's, you know, we've made a lot of comments over the years.
Back up front.
She gets back up front as she goes through. Greg's checking off how many passes there are for the lead here. And Kayla, this was her going down the inside of Gus Rodeo as they went into turn 8. Gus would get back by, and Kayla would get back by again. So now they're in this last sector of the track, but I expect Cody Wyman to kind of be smart, play this out, see how it goes, because he sees that Gus is going to get. He's going to have people
Come on, Aden.
that are gonna
Keep
be
up.
battling.
Keep
Joe
up.
Lamondre Jr. now in the draft of Gus Rodeo as they go down.
Oh, who went down?
Incident, trying to see where that might be, Greg.
Who is that?
Yakov still leads. That might have been.
So, here's the thing. Number one, the first priority of Aden is to pass Max Vandenbroek. He has Max is 11th right now.
Up in the turn 13 area, so
somebody
keep an eye
just
on
fell.
that.
We saw Spencer Humphries at the fastest lap of the race, a 136 flat. Here comes Lamondre trying to outbreak Kayla Yakov. You remember back here in the rain, Yakov a favorite down into turn number 5.
So Aden falling a little bit back. Come on, Aden, let's keep up.
Motorsports Kawasaki
fell?
Ninja 400 down into Charlotte's Web. Towards the museum we go. Yakov continues to lead. Joe Lamondre in second spot. Good old Bazooka Joe getting after it. And there is Gus Rodeo in third.
Yeah, these five.
So that first group is separated completely.
Try to stay somewhat closer.
Aden is just behind them. He's probably like a good 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, the most important thing for Cody is the gap, I think, behind him.
Yeah.
Because if that gap, as it grows late, and now there goes Rodeo.
Gets him there between Kayla Yakov and Lamondre Jr. as they come up over the top of the hill here into turns 14, 15, 16.
Keep in mind, it's a 20-point advantage for Wyman in this championship as we are rolling through this race, and there's only one more remaining in the season. The difference between first and fifth place, 14 points. So he would tighten things up, but I think that Wyman's got a plan.
I do too. I feel like Cody's just keeping his nose clean back there like we would expect him to do. He said coming into this weekend that he was here to ride smart. He's going to ride as hard as he can.
Gus.
See, Gus able to really get that bike turned. Like you said at the beginning of the race, Kayla wasn't that far off the inside of the track there.
Okay, let's see where we're at. Oh, Aiden's in 7 now. Ojiwara has passed him.
Right back at him and try to outbreak him going down into Charlotte's Web. She's not going to be quite close.
Come on, Aden, let's go.
Gets in there just a little bit deeper as they come out of this turn now.
Also, I think position. Kayla was pretty far up the inside, and to get that bike turned, that's not like a constant radius corner, is it, Jason? You go down there a little tighter, and then it gets kind of weird right in the middle.
And it opens up, and with all the different classes, Kayla goes back down the inside, heading into turn 8. That is such a big committed pass to be able to do that. And, you know, for Kayla to go through there, that's a big move. Hannah?
And Jay, we're just 4 laps into this race. When I talked to Kayla, she said the first time she went out on new tires all weekend was this morning in warm-up, and she felt really good, like she had the pace to try to be consistent. She knew it was going to be a 5-rider group at the front here. She just wants to be smart, avoid the chaos, but she knows it's a really important weekend and wants to finish strong. As far as the bike goes, they adjusted the gearing for the race to help with corner exit. She's already getting really good drives in her warm-up session, so she might sacrifice some of that, but she knows she'll make up for it on the brakes.
Yeah, she's been really good there, hasn't she?
All right, come on, Aden, let's keep going.
Has. And here in SportBikeTrackGear.com Junior Cup, to give you an idea, there are 8 tires available for each rider to purchase. They cap that. Compared to Medallia Superbike, it's 16. So tire strategy on and off the racetrack makes a big difference.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing right now out of Spencer Humphries as well. Remember, Greg, he got on the podium at Jersey. Everybody knew Spencer that was up on the podium from the mini racing stuff up in the Northeast, and right now he is racing with the 4 that really.
Okay, let's fight with Gus for the first.
Championship. We're only missing Max Van from this.
Cody
group.
Wyman is saving his tires. He's going to make a move eventually.
Really close down there into turn 5, but for Spencer Humphries, This is a kid that we're hoping that we're going to get to see more of next year, because look how well he's doing, Greg. Today he's battling for a win, and he could be a wild card in this whole little, the way the points kind of shuffle out today.
So Kayla Yakov leading now. A good look at Spencer Humphreys, the 19-year-old, the number 65. Going down to turn 5, Jadis gets a little snug.
Yeah, and you know what's really funny is they've all raced so good, so close together this year without any really big issues. And we saw a couple of the riders getting together at Laguna Seca and a couple other spots, but overall, they have a way to give each other the room that they need to make these passes clean, and you can see that a lot. They're used to racing with each other. And Kayla back to the front. Looks like her and Gus are just kind of going back and forth right now, but Spencer's been getting a good run
I think
out of this last
there must be something wrong with Aden's bike. He's dropping gradually.
Get past Gus.
Coming onto the front straightaway.
He's losing power.
6 laps to go. Kayla Yakov trying to make a break. All the while, Spencer Humphreys in 3rd spot, trying to get around Gus Rodeo. Little over 5.5 laps to go as Kayla Yakov continues to lead. Yakov, who's been leaving that door open, at least according to Gus Rodeo, he's about the only one that can go underneath. Yakov down in turn number 2. She's able to hold on to the lead, but here comes Rodeo. Does he have position on the brakes? Kayla's strong down here. No.
Well, Gus has been pretty strong down there, going down into Charlotte's Web, as we have seen. But that time, Kayla was able
Let's
to
see what Cody does.
Places she would like to be on the track, and she was able to match the brakes there. And you can see now, here comes Joe Lamont.
Chris, how are you?
Looks like he's going to try to go down the inside of Gus Rodeo as they get to turn 8. Not quite close enough. Joe's another one of those guys that kind of just keeps everything kind of clean, doesn't really show his cards too much. And, you know, he's another rider that feels like he can win this race.
So Lamondre, Bazooka Joe, he's on the 62. And Bazooka Joe on the Boss Racing JL62 Team Ninja 400.
Welcome,
Definitely
Chris.
one of the future stars of our sport. One of the hardest working kids out of Garden City, New York.
So Aden currently in 8th place.
What happens to some of these riders next
starting
season?
in 6th, falling just a little bit behind.
Up for the championship.
Hard-fought battle for
that we're looking at the most. Of course, Gus Rodeo in 2nd spot, and there's Wyman, the 34. On the Alpha Omega entry, he's kind of playing it smart right now, Jay. I really look at Cody Wyman. Obviously, he's able to do the pace.
Yes.
Now the problem is passing people in a tight situation. You know, when you have 3rd place trying to pass for 2nd and 4th trying to pass for 3rd, things can get a little dicey. They lost a little bit of drive coming out of turn number 2.
It wasn't really an issue. They just didn't have the time to put a new one on.
As Gus Rodeo goes to the inside for the lead, and a new fast lap by Joe Lamondre. Things are really starting to heat up here in SportBikeTrackHere.com Junior Cup.
You know, the other thing you really have to start thinking about, Greg, in these kind of conditions, being at the end of the season and all, you got to start thinking about the possibility of a red flag, because if you're in this championship hunt, you know, we see where Cody is now. I like the fact that he's kind of kept his nose clean, but there, I think, has to be some strategy in there where he's
most likely he was extremely fast during qualifying. So there's usually when he starts riding like this, there's usually an issue with the bike.
He wouldn't be stuck back there in 5th, especially with Gus Rodeo up there battling as hard as he is for the front right now. So we'll see if Cody has that in the back of his mind at all to try to get himself a little bit more forward in this battle. I think how many laps did we do in this one?
11 laps.
11 laps. So we got 4 to go this time by.
What was interesting is after Yakov took that lead aggressively from Gus Rodeo, he had to look over his shoulder to see who was there. And what I found interesting was even that look over the shoulder, Rodeo didn't lose any time. I think he's got some speed that he's holding on to at the moment.
And we know he's good up and through this area. And here's this battle a little further back. Chase Black, Aden, Thao, Owen Williams. And Ryota Ujawara is actually in between all that. So he's running a relatively lonely race, the 14-year-old in 6th place at the moment. We saw him at Jersey as well. Here comes Gus Rodeo drafting, trying to get up alongside of Kayla again. But She's, like you say, Greg, she's really good under the brakes down there. Spencer Humphries positions himself back up there into third place.
I think the top 5, Jason, are pretty equal on their breaking down in turn. That's why we haven't seen many passes, because no one's left themselves vulnerable for a pass down into Charlotte's Web.
No, that's exactly right. And it kind of seems like if you're a 3/4 track on your entry, here's the live championship on the bottom right hand of our screen.
So there it is.
11 points going into tomorrow.
But there's so much left to be decided. I just think that Wyman's got something.
Gus can totally take it.
He wants to see if there's any disaster of anybody up front. He's going to benefit the most from it all. But Wyman still has got to stay in touch and then start to execute.
Good job, Aden, taking 7.
Go, Jay. If you're Cody Wyman and you have
Come on,
something
Aden.
in mind, a strategy
start drafting
to move
your way
up
up
front, when do you start executing?
Owen Williams.
I feel like, you know, and Cody's got a lot more experience in this class than I do. He knows every one of these riders and their tendencies. You know, I got to start to think with 3 to 2.5 laps to go. He's got to start to position himself a little bit further forward.
Come on, Aden, fight for that 7th.
You know, that's going to be interesting to see if Cody has the bike underneath him to be able to do that.
Chase Black, come on, Aden.
Championship. It's just one thing: win the race, get the most amount of points you can, and put as much pressure as you can on Wyman. As Kayla Yakov just goes fastest lap of the race, this deep into it with 3 to go, a 1:35.567 for the 31.
Yeah, she's doing that on her own up at the front right now. So she's got to just continue to push the way she's pushing. And, you know, she's been able to defend that position as they come down here into Charlotte's Web. She's been able to defend this spot under braking.
Lamondre trying to make a bit up the inside on Spencer Humphrey. So for Humphreys, Jason said it, coming down from
Come on, Cody, make your move, Cody.
Tri-State area to race here at Barber Motorsports Park, and proving to all of us that Spencer Humphreys, at 19 years old, can be definitely a challenger for the #1 plate in SportBikeTrackGear.com Junior Cup in the future. But Gus Rodeo just latched on to the rear wheel of Kayla Yakov. Try not to let Yakov get away. But why not? Why not if you're Gus Rodeo? Let Kayla lead. If you think you have some speed, get that last lap pass. You don't know what's going on behind you with Cody Wyman. Gus says look back a couple times, but I haven't seen him look back lately.
Cody now is just a little bit closer. So looking at Cody now, he kind of got up to the back of them, and you can see when he was coming up over the top of that rise there, Cody was a lot closer. So with 2 to go, let's see if he starts making that charge. Kayla's got them covered in the last couple of corners here. She's able to get a big enough gap out of there to get away. Lamondre Jr.
Told you are all the way back there in 6th position alone.
Lamondre Jr. now, and you can see Cody making a
Let's see if Aden can
catch
Chase Black.
Peak underneath Spencer Humphries there in that turn 2, turn 3 area. Now it's head down. And see if Gus can get this draft. Lamondre's going to get a nice pull along here as well. And it looks like they're going to try to battle Kayla down in there. Gus Rodeo is going to take
look
spot.
at that.
Oh,
look at that. Whoa.
Gets it done. Humphrey's trying to go around the outside of Lamondre Jr. So Gus Rodeo, the question is it too early for him to make that move? Yakov out of the draft. Through the gears she goes. And she retakes that lead.
Yeah, what's funny is that Gus did a good job there trying to defend that spot going down into turn 8. Kayla was able to get to the left side of him. Routinely, she's been going down the inside or trying to draft down the right side. She drafted down past the left. Now Lamondre Jr. is right up behind Gus Rodeo as they come
Kayla looks so freaking good. She's just moving however she wants.
It's going to allow Spencer Humphries to pull up alongside him on his
Rodeo,
outside.
nice move on the inside to take that spot. Kayla's going to have to be thinking about that if she can get back around Rodeo as we're going to be heading to the
Come on, Aden, stay ahead of Chase Black.
Rodeo looks like he's
Come on,
trying to pull
Aden.
the pin and really roll through these corners. Yakov trying to stay with him. A larger gap we've seen between these 5 riders right now than we have in the last 4 or 5 laps. Onto the front straightaway.
Come on, Aden. Oh, Aden is totally fighting Chase Black.
Yakov in the draft.
Draft him, Aden. Come on.
Can't get there with that gap. If that was the last lap, it would have been win to Rodeo. Now we're going to see what kind of speed Gus has down into turn number 2.
Yeah, and you know, fair play. He's got great speed, and it doesn't look
so
like
Aiden's currently
really
off camera. He is in position
forward. In fact, this is
8.
gonna be a fast lap. Look at
He is
Joe
chasing down
Lamondre
Chase
Jr.
Black,
rolls
fighting
around
for
the
position
outside of
7.
Kayla, going down towards
Andrews is
Charlotte's
very
Web,
much
positions
a
himself
fight for
in a
points.
good place. He's going to battle Gus Rodeo down on the brakes, and Kayla's going to slide back to
look at
4th
that.
possibly here.
So Yakov, who led a bunch of laps,
okay,
now
this
she's
last
relegated
lap
back.
is, whoa, look
Is
at
she
that.
gonna be
Look at
able
the
to make
change.
up a position as she's been so strong under braking into
Are
the
they going to
museum
block
corner?
Kayla?
But it's Gus Rodeo hung up on the outside. Yakov
Because
has got to
don't
roll out of it. She just wasn't in the position.
They're going
and now
hard.
it's Lamondre Jr. who takes over the lead.
Wow.
Now Joe's going to have to get through this left
Come on,
right.
Aiden. Stick to that 7.
The best he's
Stick to
done
that
all
7.
race because Gus Rodeo has proven that he can draft
Come on,
back
Aiden.
past
Do not let Chase
before
Black
the
draft you.
turn 12 area. So you can see he's right behind. This is a spot
Wow.
where it looked like Joe
Wow,
lost
look
some
how tight
speed
they
last
are.
time. And he does it again.
Uh-oh, here we go.
And Yakov,
Is
she go
Yakov
by
going to
for
take
second
it?
place. There goes Yakov up
Wow.
the inside. Another lead change. Our 15th lead change of this race on the final lap. Yakov has it. She's been so strong in this final sector.
Wow.
Lamondre,
Look at
though,
that
has been behind
separation now.
studying. Does he have the speed? As Cody Wyman still sits there in 5th spot. Here we go, the final corner. Lamondre tries to make a bid. He doesn't have it. Onto the front straightaway they go. Does Lamondre
Kayla's
have a
going to
draft?
take
He's got a
it.
good run on
Let's see the
Yakov.
draft.
Head behind the bubble. And here comes that big move to the line. And it's going to be
Oh, that is so
Kayla
close.
Yakov by 32 thousandths
Oh
of
my
a second
gosh.
over Joe Lamondre. Gus Rodeo,
Wow,
Cody
she-
Wyman gets by Spencer
Did not
Humphreys.
draft her. Come on,
Ryoto
come on,
Juara,
Aiden,
and
stay
now this
7.
battle between Chase Black, the 14.
Come on.
Aiden
Oh,
down to 55.
Aiden,
That's how
eighth.
they'll finish. Max Van in 9th and
He
Hayden
cannot
Bickney's.
draft.
Jason, I think
Chase
we're going to
Black.
have to go to the tape.
All right.
Yeah,
and
we're going to have
see.
to look at
Aiden
this
in
one. It was
8th
close
position.
at the line.
All right, let's take a look at the finish. As we go to the tape, you can see Kayla Yakov to
Definitely
the line
Kayla
by
won.
half a bike length. What a win for Yakov.
So
What a year she's had.
it's going to be
honestly. I
really
mean,
interesting what the
her
points
third
look
win of
like
the
because
year, I
Cody was
believe.
in 5th.
That is incredible, Jason. If you think about that last lap and what happened.
So Andrew, right now,
15 lead
the
changes
overall
in that
point
race that I counted. I
standings,
might have missed a
Aiden
few
is in
without
6th
question.
position overall in
But
points.
Kayla Yakov
He's fighting to get into 5th position.
was in 4th place by the end of turn 5 on that last lap.
So we'll see what
What a
happens.
racecraft, you have to
Andrew,
say,
we'll
by
look at
this
the points
young
in 1 second here. Don't leave
15-year-old.
anywhere, Andrew. I'll show you the points. So super,
4th
super
one of the year for
hard-fought
Yakov.
race in the front.
Can't wait to hear
we couldn't
from
really
our
see
race
what's
winner
going on
how
with
that
Aiden,
one
but
went. It
I
certainly
kept on
was
seeing
exciting where
Aiden's
we were sitting
number
about
fluctuate
from
back
the
and
saddle.
forth between 7 and 8, and so super exciting. Let's take a look. Let's step away from the screen a little bit, and since Andrew was mentioned, let's take a quick look at the current standings. So these are the overall standings right now, Andrew. Let me hide your comment here. Right now, Aiden is in 6th place overall. He actually finished ahead of number 5 Max Vandenbroek today, and then Cody Wyman just finished in like 5th place, and Kayla finished in 1st, so she gets another 25 points, and so they're pretty much neck and neck at this point. It was interesting because they're talking about it right now. Cody
Pass
Wyman
is
at
a
any
very
point,
big pass.
at no point was able to really attack for the 1st place position.
Absolutely. And you know, he hung in 5th, and we
Mark,
knew
I
he was
can
hanging
see
out,
you.
and then when they
Mark,
lit the wick,
awesome. I can see
I was
you.
like, he
Yes,
probably
awesome
had to
race.
be
Can't
going,
wait
oh, man,
to talk
they
about
had a
it.
little more left.
Yeah,
to
really good.
take
We'll
as
see
well.
what Aiden
maybe
says
he
about
didn't
this
want to
race.
get caught up in that battle today.
He was
in
super
that,
fast.
and, luckily for him, Gus fell
You know,
back to
usually
third.
when
Gus
Aiden's like
ended
this,
up
there's
winning
something
that
going on with
race.
the bike.
They go in tomorrow.
I wonder if
pretty
we can.
close.
Yeah, single digits, 6 points or maybe 8 points. But
Yeah,
Kayla
so
Yakov,
Andrew,
another win,
Aiden
for
definitely is
her.
not in any position to be
Congratulations.
the top
Don't-
3,
hey, she's
but
still got
he's
another
fighting
race
for
tomorrow.
5th
Don't break
position.
on
He'll
any
take whatever.
hands.
Yeah, he'll take whatever
What a
overall
breakout
standing he
season
can
she's
get.
had.
Too
Still
fast, too tasty. I asked
extremely
her. I mean,
good.
that's the Mission Foods program.
All these
How can
riders
you,
are very
one, be too
fast.
fast
The
or too
Kawasaki,
tasty?
everyone is
Never
racing
been accused of
a
either one of those. Good
Kawasaki
run by Joe
400.
Lamandry. I thought he
The
I thought
bikes
he had
are
it. And
very,
Kayla got
very
that double
similar.
draft with Lamandry as well as Gus Rodeo
rider,
there,
but
and enabled
more
her
or
to make
less
that
very
daring
close to being
move into the
almost
lead.
same.
All those top 3 guys really put themselves in a good position to be able to win that race, and just come
So
down to that drive
Aiden
sometimes
taking
on the last lap,
8th
and,
place.
Kayla's really starting to figure out
let's
where
see.
she needs to be on those last laps, and she's so good on the
Usually
brakes.
what happens right after the
Rodeo
race
has
is
to
the
be,
data
wondering,
comes out.
what could he have done differently?
So
How
we'll
could
see
he
what
have
the
been
data
a little better?
shows.
Heading into 8, we saw so many daring
So
moves from Kayla Yakov throughout the race. He was even
let's
trying
see
to
here.
get, a little defensive there, trying to guard some of those spots. Really, really good race all around with our top 5.
Yeah, really good race. Even Spencer Humphreys, great ride for him as well.
Yeah. And
So you can get all this
he was
online.
out there usually hanging around 2nd, 3rd, 4th for 95%.
We'll take a look at Aden's numbers really quick. And this is super transparent. MotoAmerica puts it up right away. And so here's Aden. So this is Aden's data. You can see you can see that Aden, his fastest lap time was actually a 1:36 .5, I think, and so he never actually got to as fast as he did. Most of his laps were just a little bit slower than normal. This one was actually pretty close, and then down here he just continues to ride a little slower than what he would like. And so overall, still a good race for Aden, placing eighth, and so really good race overall. Not as fast as he would like, a little slower than what he's typically used to, but overall good race. Aden is in eighth, finished eighth, and he's going to continue to most likely be in the fifth position. Actually, we can take a really close look at that too. So 我找到單落咗朋友都學過弄咯都落去篩選Aden Singh. So this weekend they actually race two times. There's race 1 and race 2 for points. And so there's actually one more race. Tomorrow's race, I believe, is in the mid-morning. Let me just double check really quick here.
Whether it's wet or dry, she's a winner, a four-time winner at MotoAmerica in the juniors. We'll hear from her here in just a bit downstairs.
STG Junior Cup coverage is sponsored by Sport Bike Track.
So tomorrow, right down here, right here. Right down here, Sunday 2:20. That's Eastern time, and so they're in Central time. Alabama's in the Central, so it'll be 1 hour from that. It'll be 1:20 their time, and for us it'll be 11:20. So 1:20 tomorrow, Central time, and 1:20 11:20 Pacific time. All right, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a fun race, a hard-fought battle. Thank you to everyone that came here to watch, and we will see you tomorrow. And good luck to Aden again and Kelly Stein tomorrow.